January 2026 has only 5 days so far, and it already started with controversy and relationship drama. Quite simply, the very first viral moment in the MMA world in 2026 was nothing less than a photograph posted by Tracy Cortez on her Instagram stories, hugging and kissing none other than Alex Poatan Pereira. Stay until the end of the video to understand how this bombshell announcement could affect UFC 326 on March 7th. What's up, everybody? My name is Ivan. I am an MMA lover and fan, and a martial arts practitioner, basically a true enthusiast of the sport. And what I can say is that I am just as surprised and speechless as all of you. If someone had told me like a week ago that Alex Pereira and Tracy Cortez were dating and wanted to bet on it, I would have lost a lot of money. There was absolutely no way I would have believed it. But if we stop and think about Poatan history, it actually makes sense. As fans, every time we saw Tracy Cortez on UFC broadcast, at the weigh-ins, inside of the octagon, or even just sitting cage side, we couldn't help but impressed. Now imagine being there in person. They've definitely crossed paths many times at different events. At UFC Performance Institute, a glance, a sly smile, a follow on Instagram, likes on stories, and the rest is history. The truth is, we're all jealous because deep down, every man knows that when he follows a famous woman on Instagram, somewhere inside he's dreaming about her. Mackenzie Dern, for example, got more attention than Aspinall and Gann combined, with more than 8 million views. Meanwhile, the heavyweight elite only got 4 million. Deep down, we all know that these extremely attractive women, whether from MMA, Instagram models, influencers, YouTubers, are all in relationships with someone. But we still cling to illusion that one day, somehow, we'll manage to catch that woman's attention among thousands of messages and comments. And they know this too. That's why they barely post photos in their feed with the partner they're dating at the moment. More men on the profile is equal to more views and more sponsorships, and more money is in the pocket. Not to mention those who sell premium content on platforms like OnlyFans. Even if a beautiful woman with a large following has boyfriend, she gains nothing by posting unless he's very well known, even if he has money and status. In Tracy and Poatan's case, knowing how women are, they've probably been seeing each other for months already. And she likely started pushing him to go public after some time. The way she showed up absolutely on fire at UFC launching in September may have already been like a sign, maybe a way of provocating, a way to get Alex's attention. A sending message like, if you don't want to pay me, there are plenty of men watching me who would have loved to be in your place. Anyway, the one who really needs to be worried about this is Brian Ortega, who has fight scheduled on March 7th at UFC 326, and Tracy Cortez X. Imagine how he must be feeling right now, coming off a streak of 2 losses, and how having to swallow seeing his ex wrapped up with Alex Pereira. He must be training with blood in his eyes, training twice as hard, more cardio, more weight. He's going to want to kill Renato Montana in the fight. Actually, in the next video, I can break down how I think that fight will play out, the technical strength of both fighters, and who I think will win. Montana is 2 years older and with less motivation. If he saw the photo, he need to train 5 times harder than Ortega because Ortega is motivated. This is a canonical event. Every man has gone through it or will go through it one day. Seeing the woman who was yours in another man's arms. But this time, It's
É
not
isso,
just
meu
any
brother.
man. It's not
Tamo
even
junto,
just
tamo
any
fazendo a
US
nossa
star.
parte.
It had to be
Dia 7
Alex
de março,
Poatan, a
vamos
guy
chegar lá
who's
com dois
already in the
pulmão.
room of the greatest fighters in history. If even before this, you could already tell that Ortega wasn't the same after breaking up with Tracy Cortez. The look changed, the expression changed, the hair more messy, like he lost his soul. Imagine now. After a lot of provocation from the public, he responded on Instagram stories saying he's happy and not worried. But that doesn't convince me. Someone who isn't worried doesn't need to reassure themselves, especially to people they don't even know. I'm not saying he doesn't have the right to be annoyed by fans provoking him on his own social media. Just look at the comments. There are tons of Poatan gifs, fans commenting Shama and things like that. But he always has the option to block specific words in Instagram comments or simply deactivate his account for a while. All of those options will be much better than responding to fans, especially since Trace and Poatan are quiet about Ortega. But Ortega kind of has this pattern. Back when he broke up with Tracy, he made a pretty childish and disrespectful comment while he stayed completely silent, all because he wanted to justify himself to fans who had nothing to do with the relationship or the breakup. Anyway, this is not a Red Pill channel. Leave your opinion in the comments about what you think of this MMA bomb on the very first days of 2026. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you don't want to end up like Brian Ortega crying in the shower, leave a pinned comment with a link so you can contact me and improve your physique with calisthenics. I share my method as someone with 8 years of experience with a promotional price for the first 10 people who message me. You don't need a big investment, expensive equipment, or lots of time. You just need dedication and commitment to achieve the best shape of your life in 2026. We're together. See you in the next one. Bye. Os.